Hello and welcome to the channel. Look where we're at. We are in the backyard and enjoying an evening walk, and there has been so much that has already happened in this week, and I thought let's talk about it. I want to do, first of all, if you just joined, thank you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Stay in touch. Here's the thing. Have you seen the documentary Grid Down, Power Up?
The electricity grid goes down. You're back in the 1880s, pre-electricity.
If 1,000 transformers are knocked out, we'll end up with massive social disruption.
Top former energy official claims an attack on an American power grid was terrorism.
Virtually every study you'll see has an anarchistic component that leads to rioting. It is almost inevitable.
Imagine what will happen if there is no food, no power, and no money, and no transportation. Only people with guns and the boldness to go and take what they need to survive will live.
It could literally end civilization as we know it.
Cyber attack, an EMP, even a massive solar flare. They're all capable of exposing our power grid as America's Achilles heel.
Of particular concern to me are people who believe it's God's will to destroy us.
Our electric power grids are as vulnerable to cyber attack as the thousands upon thousands of businesses, companies, government agencies that have already been hacked over the last few months.
It's not a question of if, it's just a question of when.
We spend $800 billion on our military.
And we're not willing to spend 50 to 100 billion to protect our society?
An EMP pulse is a very dangerous threat. If you're not nuclear hardened, it will shut down any digital computer that is operating in the range of the EMP.
Other countries have appointed a single champion to be in charge of protecting their electric grids.
We know what needs to be done. It's just a matter of a will to do it.
It's hosted by Dennis Quaid, and forgive me, I didn't recognize the production company, which that's not here or there. Here's the thing. This week, we're still praying for all the people that were affected by the bridge collapse. There was people working, people in cars, just everybody's impacted. But it made me think of this Bing, Ned Ryerson. I double dog dare you to name that movie. Bing, Ned Ryerson. I remembered watching this documentary when I was seeing the news reports of the tragedy that happened. And I thought, look at these videos. I'll put the links and the cards here so that you can just grab those for your own resource. Because here's the thing. I saw the power go out on the ship. Power goes out on the bridge. It made me think of the documentary Grid Down, Power Up. You know why? I use power every dang day, all day long. I live in the desert. Oh, no, ma'am. No, sir. No. I do not want to do any type of life in this beauty. We're in the months now why people come to the desert. It's sunny and cool with a light breeze. I am here to tell you it's like that for 2 months, and that it gets hot and it gets warm. We'll start seeing triple digits mid-April, and then come July, our overnight low is higher than most places' daytime high. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. So here's the thing. Please watch this. It's only an hour long documentary. It's got loads of laurels, so many awards. I can give you the cliff notes. Our power grid could go out in a moment. That sucks. Do you like to camp? I love to camp. You know, I did makeup for a century, and when I started talking, my hands would always stop moving. So when I was doing makeup, I always had to remind myself, greet, hello, client, hi, the look, yes, okay, go. And then, because otherwise my hands would stop moving, and I'm supposed to be out here walking the dog, and the moment I start talking, I stop moving. I've got to move because the dog needs to run. So here's my thought, real short. Please, one, watch the documentary. It's free right here on YouTube. Grid Down, Power Up. It's not depressing. It's a sobering, somber look at the state of the grid. And if we did not have power and we had to rebuild transistors, transformers, whatever you want to call those big things, it could take years. Okay, years. I could charge my phone like a solar charger. Okay. What about cooking? We could campfire it out, right? Okay, solar panel cooking, great. How about gasoline? When you use your car and you go get, look, I'm in the dry riverbed. Woo, beautiful. In my area, when you get gasoline, it's in a tank underground and you pay with your card at the pump. And then when you click on the pump, boom, 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 it is electrically pumped under the tank, through the hose, out the nozzle, into the car. How much gasoline do you have in your car? And there's the thought, well, if there's no power, how are we going to go to work? Because the stoplights won't work. If you have gas in your car, all of a sudden, I was watching a documentary and I just had so many thoughts about, wow, I guess I better buy some batteries or maybe some charcoal briquettes. When we were getting ready to shelter in place, I took my outdoor camp gear and just brought it inside to be able to care for my family. And we were just going to camp indoors. No problem. When the bridge collapsed, it made me think, if we had to camp life, how long could I do it? Do I have what my family needs? What could I get to maintain normalcy? Being very careful choosing my words, because I say this because I care about you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. I care that you and your family could maintain a sense of normalcy for the peace of your family, the peace of your children, their confidence in you, for where you work and your co-workers. How do we help one another? How do we maintain community? It just happened really in a short time span for me. I just last week watched that documentary. Then this week, the nation's facing a challenge. I encourage you, would you please watch this short documentary? It's just about an hour. It's called Grid Down, Power Up. I'll have a link in the description. I'm also going to link my old videos from when we were in our shelter in place days so that you can help jog your mind. And you know what? Second thought, you don't even have to watch my old videos. There are so many people on YouTube who are so much better at this, and they have really great, I pronounce it Yanasa TV, Yanasa TV. I really like his videos. He's got really good information. And I like City Prepper too. because he's just, oh, and Goshen prepping. They're just really kind, slow delivery. There's no like, rah, rah. I don't want to watch anybody's intense delivery on drama and mayhem. I like calm, peaceful delivery that shares news I can use and knowledge I can use. And I just feel like the best thing I can do to help myself, help my family, and help my community is to take care of my own, be resourceful, be ready to help, try not to be a burden on the grid if the grid actually is that unstable. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I have a note in my pocket and I think I had... Did you hear the coyotes? It's dusk. It's late for us to be out. The coyotes, oh, chemtrail. The coyotes are definitely waking up at the size of my dog. I feel like those coyotes are probably crying because they saw the size of my dog. Okay, there's in my notes that I wanted to come on real quick and talk to you. I feel like we have a beautiful opportunity to rally together and to help our neighbors, our fellow man, help the country. I love it when JFK said, ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. I can rally up the reserves and be ready to be helpful and assist and not be a burden and just do my part. And that's why I wanted to come on, make this short video to, if you haven't seen, like, I feel like, don't take my word for it. If you haven't watched for free here on YouTube, YouTube has the best lessons. If you haven't watched Grid Down Power Up, use the link. Please watch. Oh, please like, subscribe, comment, ding the bell, all of that stuff. And then take an actual list in your mind, write it out, pen to paper, activating your Abdullah Maglumblada. What is it? Said Bobby Boucher, and he says, my mama says alligators are so mad because they have all those teeth and no toothbrush, and it's their medulla oblongata. Well, here's the thing. I feel like we have an opportunity and we can help ourselves and help our country, our nation, our family, our neighbors. I love it when Dr. Heidi Baker says, just start with the one in front of you. When people are like, well, I'm not a missionary, what can I do? Well, you can start with the person in front of you and help them. So I hope this encourages you. And enjoy rascally dogs, sunset walks, enjoying the beauty of nature, and learning something new. Let me know in the comments when you watch Grid Down Power Up and what you learned from it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, one last thing. That's so Tony Robbins. Think of it like this. Do you know how at the airplane, when they're giving you the instructions before you take off on a flight, and they're like, in the event of doodah, put your own mask on first before you help your child or the neighbor in the seat next to you? When you watch Grid Down Power Up, take it with a grain of salt, and then think of it for yourself and your family. Oh, I want to put my own oxygen mask on first before I help anybody else. That way, if you watch it and it's like, whoa, this is so overwhelming. No, actually, yes. You can do many simple things today to help prepare yourself and your family, and then help prepare your neighbor, your community, your state, your nation. It's so easy. It's so fun. Bye, guys.